I'm Mr. O, here with another moment from the Children's Museum of Houston. All living things, whether animals like dogs and cats, real ones of course, to humans and even plants including fruits and vegetables, are made up of very tiny units we call cells. In fact, it's estimated the average adult human is made up of about 34 trillion cells. Our whole body is made up of cells. Skin is skin cells, muscles have muscle cells, blood is blood cells. Well, you get the idea. In fact, our cells not only make us look the way they do, they keep us functioning properly. But how do cells know what to do? Simple. They follow a set of instructions. Inside the cells of plants and animals is a structure we call the nucleus. Inside the nucleus we find very, very long molecules called deoxyribonucleic acid, or DNA for short. It sort of looks like a twisted ladder, doesn't it? The rungs on this ladder are called nucleotides. The order of the 4 different nucleotides acts as a code for DNA's instructions. So if you think of the cell as a factory, and DNA as a set of coded instructions, the cell is able to decode the DNA and use that information to build proteins. Those proteins literally make us who we are. Our skin color, eye color, whether we're left or right-handed, if we can roll our tongue, our hair color, and many, many more attributes are all determined by our DNA.
But cells are small, right?
Absolutely. In fact, we have to use special tools called microscopes in order to see them.
And if DNA is inside of cells, then does it make it even smaller?
Yes, definitely.
So can we see some DNA?
Of course, if we extract enough DNA. Let's get extracting. Remember, science is fun, but it can also be dangerous, so always have a responsible adult helping you.
We're going to extract some DNA. For this we need water, liquid soap, meat tenderizer, baking soda, measuring cups and spoons, alcohol, plastic cups, plastic spoons, cotton swabs, test tube, medicine dropper, and a timer.
Also, for safety, please make sure to wear proper eye and hand protection, as well as an apron or lab coat to protect your clothes. One more thing you'll need is the source of DNA. Now, this same procedure will work with just about any kind of plant, strawberries, peas, whatever, but you're going to need to really mash them up, or better yet, use a blender. You need to do this in order to expose enough cells to extract enough DNA to see anything. For our purposes, we're going to use wheat germ because it's already in very tiny pieces and so ready for DNA extraction. Pour 100 milliliters of water into a cup. Add 1 spoonful of wheat germ and stir for at least 30 seconds, or if you're using some other food, this is the time to mash or blend it. Add 1 pump of liquid soap and gently stir for at least 45 seconds. The liquid soap breaks open the cells, releasing the DNA into the water, but you need to avoid making foam. Add 1 teaspoon of baking soda, half a teaspoon of meat tenderizer, and stir for at least 30 seconds. The meat tenderizer and baking soda help separate the DNA from other proteins and allows it to straighten out. Now, let the mixture settle for at least 45 seconds. Use the medicine dropper to transfer over just the liquid to the test tube until it's about 1/3 full. It's okay if you get a little wheat germ, but try to avoid it as much as possible. Tilting the test tube slightly, gently fill the test tube another 1/3 full with alcohol. Be sure not to mix the layers. Let the tube sit for 1 minute. Look at the boundary between the liquid and alcohol layers. The bubbles forming there are actually the DNA from the wheat germ. It doesn't dissolve in alcohol, so you can see it clumping together. If you want to try to collect the DNA, gently spin the wooden end of the cotton swab around the bubbles. Remember that DNA is actually very small. We had to collect a whole lot of it just to make this small amount. So there we have it, long strands of biologically coded information that make us, or wheat germ in this case, what we are. This has been another Oh Wow moment from the Children's Museum of Houston. We hope your mind can come out to play.